Yellow. Hey guys, welcome back to another cleaning video. I am getting my buckets ready here to deep clean the basement, and I usually use just a little bit of bleach, some lemon Lysol, and then some soap, and I fill my buckets up with some very hot water. Alright, so this is what you see when you enter the basement. We do have a full bathroom down here that we really don't ever use, unfortunately. To be completely honest, we really don't come down and spend much time in the basement. It is a full finished basement, and it is something that I do definitely want to change because it is a beautiful space and it does get very cool down here, especially in the summertime, so it's nice. This machine here, this tread climber, that's pretty much the only reason why I come down here, especially now during the winter when I don't get to get out and get my runs in or a good workout in. I will definitely come down and use the tread climber pretty often. So these right here are mini kegs, and we do have a full kegerator down here, as you can see. We have a full running sink and also a mini fridge as well. And it's a very big open space. We have like a little home theater here, as you can see, and we did set up a dart board that we used to play pretty often. But one of the things that we did have down here as well is a ping pong table, but we did end up getting rid of that. And what I'm showing you here, you guys, is just a bunch of dead spiders. That's one of the reasons why, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to come down here, you guys. I am absolutely terrified of spiders. I freaking hate them. I have arachnophobia, like for real. So I'm just showing you there's, a bunch of dead ones that are down here. That's definitely something that I'm going to clean up very well. And as you can see, I am just starting out in the bathroom here. I pretty much worked section by section. It is, a larger space down here, and I didn't want to burn myself out, but we used to have like a bug repellent person that used to come. It was like a couple of times a year to spray the house, especially the basement and like the outside of the house. And we actually stopped that I want to say maybe a year ago, because we just started doing that ourselves. I mean, that's one of the things that we cut out of our budget to, just to save more money and things like that. So. I really like this vanity sink, you guys. I would like to get something kind of, not exactly this style, but something kind of similar in our primary bedroom. And when we bought the house, the basement was definitely one of the things that sold us. The basement and our primary bedroom for sure. Most of the houses that are in our block and in our area, the basements were not finished. And so, like I said, that was definitely a selling point for us when we purchased the home. And we've been in this house going on 5 years, I believe. Yes, 5 years. And I didn't worry too much about the tile or scrubbing the toilet because I did do that not that long ago. And so really the things that you see me cleaning in the restroom down here is what really needed to be cleaned. And I thought about, initially I was going to vacuum down here, but I decided against it and went with sweeping because I just feel like everything down here is hardwood and tile. And so sweeping it just made it feel a lot cleaner. Like I felt like I was really getting the crevices and things like that. And I'm just showing you guys here the dead spiders. Ugh. And if you guys have this cedar mop bucket, we got it from Sam's Club. I saw recently that they have a 2 mop bucket system now. I think that's like their newer version, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to look into that. And if you caught at the beginning, the outer part of this door says wine. And I'm not sure if this is like an actual wine cellar. I mean, it's not refrigerated or anything like that. I'm sure if you wanted to change it into that, you probably could, but we definitely don't use it for that. I'm not sure if the previous owners used it for that. We pretty much just use it for storage. Now that everything's dry here, I just went ahead and laid my carpets down. This carpet, unfortunately, I know that's more of like the carpet that you would use, like they should be switched the other way around. But the thicker carpet, the door will not close if I keep it on the side of like where the tub is. So I have to kind of keep them reversed. But everything's nice and clean and smelling fresh. So this area here is right underneath the stairs, and it's like a little cutout area for extra storage. I keep all of my paints and just tools like for painting, roll brushes, stirring sticks, paint brushes, everything that you see, spray paints in this little cubby. So I'm just going through and getting everything nice and neat and organized. And I went upstairs and also grabbed all of the brushes, the rolling table, like coffee table that's in the front room. I do keep those 2 drawers as like little craft drawers so that, my son and I can play and draw and things like that. So I went upstairs and grabbed all the brushes and the paints and everything that I had that were in those drawers as well. And I condensed everything down, just made everything nice and neat so that everything's in one area and I know where everything's at. And these Pamper and wipe boxes are clutch, you guys. Every time we buy a new box of Pampers or wipes, I will keep the box. And what I will do is I'll put the box in our spare bedroom. And whenever we are, like if I'm going through clothes or my son's clothes, things that are too small, I will just throw it in the box, or things, throughout the house that we no longer need or I want to donate. I'll throw it in the box and then I'll just take the box to Goodwill and donate it. Or I'll use it, for things like this to organize and keep things neat and storage, you know, whatever you use boxes for. And we don't even use these kegs anymore, you guys, but I definitely, like this last time, I was like, we are gonna keep the actual keg because those things are expensive. Our kegerator it's not a full keg, it's it's half keg each, so it equals a full keg, I believe. And they're like $75 just for the shell. I was like, we're keeping those just in case. I mean, if we ever decide to, you know, throw a party or whatever down the line and we decide to use them again, then we'll definitely do that. But I wasn't getting rid of them this time. I made that mistake once and never again. So this wooden box right here, you guys, that I just moved back in the corner, I just want to tell you a little story about this. It is a bottle of wine that my husband and I put in this box during our wedding ceremony. What we did was we each wrote a letter to each other, and this was like several months before our actual wedding, but we wrote a letter to each other, and then during our wedding ceremony we put the bottle of wine in a box, and then also in that box, and then also put both of our letters in the box. And the officiant, like what it's supposed to represent is whenever we, if we're going through a rough patch or need some guidance, or just like we're celebrating something, say like 10, 20 years, or whenever we want to open it, you're supposed to open the box and then drink the wine if you want to together, and then read the letters to each other. And it's supposed to help you through your tough time if that's the reason why you want to open the box, or just reminisce about the longevity of your relationship, or whatever you want it to represent. So I just thought that was cute. So now that I got everything wiped down and nice and clean, I went ahead and started with the sweeping process. And like I said, I definitely took my time and sectioned off the room. And I started with the entryway because I wanted that to, obviously I have to get out of the basement. So I wanted that to dry, have enough time to dry, and so that I could get back out. But yeah, that's basically what I did. I just went through, took my time, I swept each section and then mopped it and waited for it to dry. And I wish I could show you guys what my basement looked like before. I just had so much stuff down here. And if you're new here, I'm just as I've gotten older, I really just like things a lot more simple and less clutter. Like I notice about one thing about myself that I have learned about myself is that when I have a lot of things and just unnecessary possessions and clutter, it heightens my anxiety, and it just makes me feel like in a chaotic mode. You know, when I see that things are nice and neat and I have less, it just makes me feel more at ease. And also like spending, you know what I mean? I used to spend so much money on unnecessary things that I see now that are unnecessary, you know? For example, home decor. And when holidays would come around, I would, go out and shop for more holiday decor just to keep decor up for, that minimal amount of time and then put it back down. To me, that is a waste of money. You know what I mean? And this is, for some folks, they love doing that. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying for me personally, I would much rather have that money saved in a savings account, for, whatever, a future vacation or something to spend on, for my son when he needs it for school, or, you know what I mean? Like in a hard time, if something were to hit the fan, God forbid. But I spend so much less money on things that are unnecessary, and it makes me happy. And as you guys can see in the backyard, it definitely snowed the last 2 nights. We got some snow, and I'm just like, ugh. It wasn't the first snowfall, but guys, I guess I don't. I always say I freaking hate the snow. I mean, I've gotten used to it, but I hate this time of year just because it gets dark at 4 o'clock, which is so depressing to me. I love it in the summertime when the sun is still up at 8 o'clock at night, and you can get outdoors and, go to the park and just go do fun things outdoors. And I really like working out outdoors as well, but, winter is here, I guess. And this machine, the Tread Climber, I got in 2017, I believe. Yeah, 2017 or 2018, one of those two. And I got it on OfferUp for $300. It is definitely an older version of the Tread Climber. It's by Bowflex, but I definitely recommend it, you guys. I have lost so much weight just doing this machine. At my heaviest, I was 210 pounds, and I lost 50 pounds easily doing this machine every night when I initially bought the machine. So it's definitely, like I said, I really recommend it if you're in the market for, an elliptical. I don't even know if it's really classified as an elliptical. I think so. It is a Stairmaster treadmill and elliptical all in one. And I'm just taking some lemon Lysol and scrubbing down the handrail very well. I could see that the basement cleaning was definitely long overdue. I could see there was like black marks and things on the hand railing, and I was just like, geez. And I am just giving the stairs a really good vacuum. I got everything put up and put away that was on the stairs. I obviously didn't film that, but all right, you guys, so here we have it. Everything is nice and neat and cleaned, and it smells so amazing down here. To the left here is just the utility closet. I really didn't give you much of a tour there because it's just the water heater and our heater. We used to have just a really old rankety refrigerator that was in there that the previous neighbors like cut a hole in and made it into like a keg refrigerator. I ended up giving that away, but anyways, everything, like I said, is nice and neat and it smells amazing down here. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, you guys. I hope you have an amazing